Southern Woods and Waters TV. That's where you want to be. Foggy mornings in the field, come the creek with rod and reel, doing what we love in Tennessee. Patriot Demolition presents Southern Woods and Waters with Hugh McNaughton and Brandon Dowdy. Also being brought to you by Sniper Hunting Products, Deer 30 Minerals, Candy Fork Outdoors, Weststone Cry-Like Realtors, TWRA, Capital Sportsman, Nashville Marine, Davidson Farmers Co-op, Courtney's Restaurant and Catering, Mowing and More, CVA, Wilson Bank and Trust, Flowers Processing and Garden Center, X Outdoor Products, and Hunter Up.
Welcome everyone to this Thursday night's edition. I'm Hugh McNaughton.
And I'm Brandon Dowdy.
And we are
Southern Woods and Waters.
Once again, we're bringing it to you live in your own living room, and we've got a great show for you again tonight. We've got two guests. Now this actually is the second one.
Yes.
Because the first one was right after it happened last year, and it was a very much a big tragedy and devastating. But we're talking about the tournament for Eric Mumaw, the police officer that gave his life to help save somebody else. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, another worthy cause, and we have with us tonight, Ryan Martin is on. I mean, every now and then we get Ryan in there, you know, and Ryan's just if you ever go to the Donaldson Shopping Center, that's where he is. I mean, you're working all the time, Ryan.
Much. Got the Donaldson store and then also helping Pops back at the Silver Point store. I'm trying to do both and helping out. I mean, they're still working like crazy too. But
and you got a family
to fill
raise,
in the crowd.
Yeah, you got a family to raise and everything else,
yeah.
So you're busy.
Yeah.
But I noticed you back there with cordless drills in one hand and
I wish I was that talented.
Trying to get all these kayaks ready to go.
Yeah.
Kayak business, though, is, let's talk about it first, it's booming.
Yeah, it's staying pretty busy.
Everybody's getting into it.
Especially, I mean, it's pretty easy to get into, and everyone, as far as I know, loves fishing or hunting, either one. So, I mean, let's be honest, getting into a kayak is fairly easy nowadays, and be able to get into a kayak of pretty much, you name it. And there's a kayak that's perfect for every situation.
Everybody.
And for you, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The only thing I haven't seen is a Mini Cooper with a kayak on top.
I bet it's out there. Look hard enough.
There'll probably be one. Pull up tomorrow.
Well, there's already been one. Eric Jackson did it with his family. Look at one of their pictures. They did it, trust me.
But that's the only vehicle I have personally not seen that was toting around a kayak. I mean, everybody else has got 4 or 5 in the back end of the trucks. And I even seen one of these things that had a short bed truck and then had one of these bars that came out the hitch and up, and it was holding a looked like a 14-foot kayak.
I put it in a convertible once, and the guy insisted he had to take it home that day. I was like, dude, I'll keep it. You can come back later with the truck or something. But he insisted he had to have it that moment, and he put that convertible down, and he put it in that back seat and seat.
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get you in a kayak. But now we got Kevin Hooper down there on the end. Kevin, this is near and dear to your heart because you actually knew Eric Mumaw.
I did.
And worked with him. And will you please tell everybody what happened? I mean, again, so we can remind everybody.
I guess all the details aren't really known because the court case hadn't came up yet. But he went to a call at Peeler Park in Neely's Bend. Woman on the boat ramp that was suicidal, and at some point the car went into gear and went in the water, and him and another officer went in the water with the car, whether to rescue her or got drug in, and one came out and one didn't, and that was Officer Mumaw.
That's right. So this everybody kind of got together, didn't they, Brandon, and got together in last year right after it happened, and you know, Eric Mumaw had a family to support and all that, so we kind of, everybody kind of just pulled together.
It happened quick. I was actually at the store in Nashville the day that it happened. I told Ryan I knew him, wanted to do something about it. That's how the tournament came to be. And of course, our charity for it is Andrew Jackson Police Youth Camp, which is through the FOP, which he worked every year. And all of the proceeds of the tournament will be going to them.
And that's a great camp in itself,
It is.
Ryan.
Yep, they put on.
Have you been out there?
I haven't been able to make it out there before.
No, you're too busy.
I get those drills, remember?
But it is a nice place because there's all kinds of things that they're doing for the youth out there.
It is. They'll do 3 boys camps, 3 girls camps. And these are all at-risk inner-city youth that officers actually recommend to go to the camp.
That's great.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's kids that the officers see need help and encouragement, and they recommend them to attend the camp.
And it teaches them how to be a part of a team and stuff like that. It's just a nice camp to go to.
It is. The main goal of the camp is to let them realize that police officers aren't just the uniform, that they're everyday people just like we are.
That's right. And so that's part of it. When is the tournament?
March 31st.
March 31st. And what's the regulations or rules? Is everybody going to go out of one place, or we're going to spread it around, or?
We're going to spread it around a little bit on Percy Priest Lake, just like it was last year.
Okay.
Pretty much the same dimensions from
Dam to 840.
There you go.
Captain's meeting at Caney Fort Nashville Friday night or Saturday morning, and then you can fish the spot of your choice on Percy Priest after that.
Yeah. And fishing starts at 6 or 6?
I believe it's 6:30.
6:30.
Yeah, we have it at 6:30 this year.
Okay.
You can see the Facebook page, 2018 Kayak Fishing for Blue. They'll give you all the details.
Say that again. We're going to hear it again.
2018 Kayak Fishing for Blue in memory of Eric Mumaw.
Okay. And that's on Facebook, right?
Yeah,
It's on
an
Facebook.
actual event. Yeah, that's been created.
So you can click on there and figure it out. And the registration form and all that is there, or do they
You register through TourneyX. There's a link there for you.
Okay.
You'll scroll down a little bit and it'll say tickets available. You click on that and it'll literally kick you over to tourneyx.com. Sign up right there.
And that's gotten a lot easier than it used to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you and I, that was
It makes it
pretty
a lot
bad.
easier. Yeah.
Especially my part. My part just fell apart because I like, what the heck do you do now? But Jim had to help me get through some of it. But
And we'll
I
help
found
you
out
do that
now.
at the captain's meeting.
So you'll do it again at the captain's meeting?
Ask questions. I think you got a couple pictures tonight that we can show that
Yeah.
will help with that.
We're going to show that because a lot of people don't know what a trough is.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that's gotten into kayak fishing, but they don't know what a trough is yet. So we're going to touch on that here in a minute, but we got what?
It's time for this week's weekly wild game forecast. This week's weekly wild game forecast is being brought to you by our friends over at Wilson Bank and Trust. Over 30 years now, they've been serving our Middle Tennessee community. You can go see them at any of their 29 locations, and they'll be somebody friendly sitting there waiting to speak with you, whichever one you want to go to. So
It's not just in Wilson County anymore.
No, it's actually
It's
they're
everywhere.
spreading out.
29 locations, and I tell you what, wonderful people.
They are. I mean, honestly, everyone I've ever dealt
I
with
talked to
there
one
has
this
been.
afternoon, and he's like, "Come on down." But what
Yeah,
you
they're great
kind of
people.
forecast you got?
Well, you know, just small game seasons are wrapping up. If you want to get after the rabbits or the squirrels one more time, it's time to get out there and do it. I've not talked to anybody in the rabbit world in the last few days, but I did talk to a good friend who had a very good squirrel hunt the other day. So get out there and get after them. It's your last week to do it. So
Fishing is pouring on. All this new water that's come about from the recent rains has warmed the water up, Brandon.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. I'm talking about 10 or 12 degrees. And so a lot of big fish are being caught right now because they think it's time to spawn. And so a bunch of them are headed to the shallows and get ready to spawn. So if you want to go fishing and you're not afraid of muddy water, I promise you, you can have a great day out on the water. Both crappie, bass, smallmouth, largemouth, all of them are hitting right now because the water is warming up and they're have got a belly that they're trying to please.
That's right.
Try that. And what else we got?
We just want to remind everybody, come over and give us a like and follow on Facebook. Had another giveaway through Facebook just about a week ago. Try to keep several of those going on, but just keep you up to date there with everything that's going on, like these tournaments we're talking about tonight. So come over there and follow us and share your stories and pictures with us over there as well.
And before we leave, let's just say the NWTF, you and I were at the convention.
It was a packed house. We had a good time. It was a packed house.
Breaking.
It was
50 what?
They had almost 56,000 in attendance this year.
Good.
So it was a lot of turkey calls going on.
And that's people
we had
screaming
a big time,
turkey the whole time.
Yeah, we did. We had a big time.
Great show. And if we missed you, we're sorry. If we saw you, hello again. But hopefully we'll see you next year at the same show. But it was a great show, and I just wanted to say that everybody did a fantastic job. Hey, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Fishing for Blue, the Eric Mumaw Benefit Tournament. Be right back with more Southern Woods of Water.
Start your tournament season off by fishing Team Nashville's Frostbite Big Bass Open, February 24th at Faith Sands Marina. This year, our weigh-in sessions will give 24 lucky anglers a chance to win, guaranteed payouts for big and small bass, and a chance to win a mystery prize. We welcome high schoolers, old schoolers, gals, and guys to experience a fun day of fishing. Early entry per angler is only $65. Pay now at tnbassmasters.com.